Basketball fans, brace yourselves for a roller coaster of emotions as we take a look back at some of the NBA referees' worst calls in history. From controversial game-changing decisions to flat-out bizarre rulings, these moments will leave you scratching your head and wondering what on earth the refs were thinking. Whether you are a die-hard fan or just a casual observer of the sport, you won't want to miss this countdown of the most infamous officiating blunders in the NBA. Get ready to relive the drama, the outrage, and the disbelief as we dive into the NBA referees' worst calls ever. When they are on the floor, NBA referees are expected to remain neutral. They are expected to referee sports impartially, and equitably. But it simply seems that they have evolved into the ultimate cheat code in recent times. In other words, you cannot outsource them or defend them. The only thing you could truly do is hope that they would support you through the night. Otherwise, look, throwing the ball to them nowadays can even result in a technical foul. Is it not the most disgusting thing you've ever seen? Guys, this is getting out of hand. The NBA officials have the power to utterly wreck the game. Nobody said it better than Fred VanVleet when he spoke about how referees have been destroying games. Ben Taylor was awful tonight, he remarked. I believed that out of the 3 nights, there were usually 1 or 2 more evenings when the game was just over. And it has been that for a few games in a row. Denver was difficult, of course. When you show up tonight and start to compete fiercely, a bull assault completely alters the course of the match, altered the game's overall flow. Although I was unable to learn the specifics of what transpired between VanVleet and Ben Taylor during this game, it seems that Ben is to blame for half of VanVleet's technical fouls this season. There appears to be a little prejudice there. I don't know about you. Anyway, let me show you what occurred in Denver if you're curious. And when I say that this one is very nasty, believe me. Jamal Murray lasered a pass into Gordon in the 4th quarter with 30 seconds remaining in a 1-point game in crunch time, and Gordon subsequently received a foul. Here, the referee blew the whistle right away for a foul on the Raptors. Well, Scottie Barnes disagreed and reacted angrily by doing something else to express his displeasure. Scottie had committed 0 technical fouls at this time in the contest. Scott Foster, though, was unconcerned. With only 1 technical, he eliminated Barnes from the game while possessing all available power. What the heck is that? Oh my god, folks, Barnes, the current Rookie of the Year, was recently benched for doing this. Additionally, what was originally intended to be 2 free throws turned into 3, and with that, the game changed from being decided by a single possession to 2 possessions. The Raptors ultimately dropped. Wait till you see the next one, which is about the top Memphis Grizzlies player if you thought this one was absurd. As you can see, John Morant is having a casual conversation with a spectator who is seated courtside. Even though it was an away game, she was a tremendous admirer of Morant, since she was donning a hoodie. However, for some strange reason, this referee then chose to lose his mind and awarded Morant a technical. Morant was accordingly ejected from the game after the first half, since it was his 2nd technical foul of the game. That destroyed the game because it was too soft and too severe, particularly for the fan who paid thousands of dollars for those courtside seats. Whatever way you want to look at it, this was horrible for the game, bad for the fans, and just plain wrong. But you know what's great about this whole thing? John persuaded his father to come over with his phone so he could FaceTime the fan and tell her directly that it wasn't her fault that he was booted out. What a thoughtful act. Anyway, that referee was abusing his position, and the next one is too. SGA made an easy basket against the Dallas Mavericks in a game between the OKC Thunder and the Mavericks. To his teammate, Dwight Powell, Luke exclaimed, "Let's go, man, let's go," at this point in the game after becoming irritated. Then, though, he was asked to attend a technical. See guys, what the NBA has become? How in the world is this possible in the finest basketball league anywhere? I mean, did you know that encouraging your team members is now a technical foul? Fortunately, the Mavericks won the game, but let's say they dropped a close one. If it had occurred, things would have escalated out of control. Check out this hand gesture here spoil the game while we're on the subject of hand checks. Tatum chases Scottie Barnes as he makes a drive towards the basket, which results in a 3-point play. With 1 full quarter remaining in the game, the 3rd quarter was almost over. Tatum waved his hand in protest at the call, so it was clear that he didn't like it. Although it doesn't seem like there was any malice or anger in that at all, that was called for a technical, which may seem absurd. And that must have been his 2nd tech since the game's only superstar was eliminated in an instant. My gosh, folks, thousands of spectators paid good money to enter the stadium to see a celebrity like Jason Tatum play, and the officials ejected him for this. Anyway, not too long after that, Tatum receives another technical foul for, guess what? Clapping his hands during a separate game. In exasperation, one guy simply slapped his hands together saying, "I think I just missed a layup, and I just committed a foul." I was angry with myself, and anybody in the stadium or watching the game might have seen it. I remained silent and avoided his gaze. Do you see what I mean when I say that? Depending on how they are feeling on a given day and whether they want to win the 6th Man of the Year award or not, the referees might essentially wreck everything. Funny enough, Durant then tweeted that he had never seen worse technology. Anyhow, here's another ludicrous example. In a game between the Warriors and the Timberwolves, when Jordan Poole made a nice basket on one end, Draymond Green ran onto the floor, danced and just clapped for his buddy. He did nothing else other than that. I believe that NBA players often engage in this behavior. Examples include here, and here. Due to poor defense, the Warriors lost this crucial game against the Hawks, and Draymond Green was banned for 1 game for exceeding the 15 technical foul limit. It's also difficult to express your enthusiasm for the game to the referees in NBA nowadays, as well as how the too technical aspect of ejecting players and then power-tripping referees is out of control and influencing game results. It won't take long for this to sabotage a playoff Game 7. The league is holding referees accountable, as Adam Silver recently said. These were his exact words. "We don't advertise punishment for officials. However, the caliber of their calls has an impact on their assignments. Therefore, we don't believe it will be acceptable." There is a mechanism for monitoring and making such determinations concerning officials, because the accuracy of their calls and their conduct on the floor affect whether or not they advance into the playoffs and then round by round. The NBA community believed that Ben Taylor's demotion was due to his call on Raptors player Fred VanVleet. The NBA referees in response said that Ben Taylor is a part-time crew chief who regularly obtains referee assignments during the season, and that the schedule for the games in question was published weeks in advance. Anthony Lamb received the rebound, was shoved in the back and knocked to the ground. But there was no foul called. Instead, the Mavericks gained possession and converted the incident into a 3-point play. One of the worst non-calls I've seen in the last 20 years is this one. But now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. We are always looking for new ways to bring you the best and most entertaining sports content on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.